So, did you or Cody place first? I was finished before you both, and
Yeah.
I don't want to out you, but Cody beat you handily. Handily. Yeah, I was proud of Cody because he doesn't pass the visual test. Like that's like he's like an athlete. I think.
You're right.
I think it might have been him that told me when we were playing TRL that like he was a real quick runner when he was younger, and like he was actually like pretty good at touch footy.
Yeah, but evidence. You know what I mean?
What do you mean evidence?
He proved the opposite for a bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
like,
nailed it.
He got the short end of the stick between the Polden brothers. Is he?
Cody's 28 now. 27 now. He's 28 in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
A scary thought.
He's in his athletic prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
As he's demonstrated on the weekend.
Yeah, fucking oath.
But the weekend was hard. Like
that was hard as.
To explain to everyone what we did, there was an event on the Goldie called the GC50. And there was two legs. There was a 25-kilometre event and a 50-kilometre event. And I had been training to do it. And
you've been training like a freak.
I threw it out there for you boys to jump in. And like to your credit, all of you jumped in with, 2 months?
Yep.
2 months notice?
Yeah.
A bunch of injuries.
Oh, God.
And like a really a turbulent like fucking training schedule.
Yeah.
Everyone had injuries and no one was able to train properly, but the boys all went there Sunday and fucking got it done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my training was... I was looking for something to do after the... I don't know if I signed up before finishing the half marathon or maybe it was just after. I think it was just after, maybe.
It was just after, yeah. Because you were riding a massive high after finishing.
Yeah, so I trained pretty hard for that. Had a few, like, injuries and shit, but I felt good in the half, so I was like, yeah, I'm looking to do 25. Yeah. I was like, it can't be worse. A worse lead up than the half.
How was the experience of doing the half? Like, from when you decided to do it, what was the training like, and then what was the actual run like?
Well, yeah, I started to do it when we watched Lundy in the marathon this year.
And he fucking killed it.
And I was like, fuck, I used to be a good runner. Like, I want to get back into it, be fit again.
Yeah.
So I decided from then, texted Dad, and Dad's like, yeah, because Dad's a freak runner as well. And just, he does all that
Has
shit.
he always ran?
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, so he's been like that, like long distance sort of athlete his whole life. Like, because he's obviously cycles with kids. Does trail running. Does road running.
Yeah, he does it all.
He can swim.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to say, yeah, he definitely can. He definitely can. Yeah, so texted him, he's like, yeah, let's do the Melbourne one.
Yeah.
Did that. Trained, it was, a few injuries and shit shoes, maybe?
Yeah. What shoes you started out in again?
Pegasus, yeah. Much to your dismay.
Yeah.
But, got through that. And then on the day, like, I did a big run, like a week and a half before the half marathon. Yeah. And
so you didn't really get too much training in before the half marathon?
Not crazy amounts, but...
the injury?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good, and then...
Well, when was it? So the Gold Coast Marathon was early
July. Yeah. And then it was the start of October.
Yeah, okay.
So I had 3 months.
6 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose July, August.
Yeah, I had to have a few weeks off, though, due to injuries and shit.
Yeah.
But, like the week and a half before, I did a big run, and I could barely sleep. I had that much pain in my hip, and I was like, fuck, I'm just going to get through it. Taped it up and felt good on the day and like beat the time I was going for. Yeah. So I was stoked with that. Massive
you were battling between do I try and run try and run myself out of the injury, because that's like the most common approach is like change something and then keep running and you can get rid of the injury that way. Yeah. Or you're like, should I just rest? Try and get it as fresh as possible, then on the day just grit through it.
Yeah, that's what I went with. Yeah. Because it was sore as hell. Like I couldn't sleep on my side because it was weird. But yeah, I did that and it ended up feeling good. I just taped it up and it felt alright. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm going to take a bit of time off and see your physio. Yeah. Who had been trying to get it. Yeah, the goat, the confidant. And I did. But I didn't run for that time because I was in pain as well. And then had that tear in my hip. And then, so I was a bit shit lead up to the 25, but I was feeling alright by the end.
What shoes did you end up running in the half marathon?
The Pegasus as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he was...
You madman.
Yeah. I was just like, and I was really not liking them at that point. I was like, fuck these things. But yeah, got it done. You surprised yourself, like result wise. You did pretty well for your first half marathon. To finish your first half marathons. Yeah. Awesome, yeah, well, I was just, I can't remember what I finished in. Now 56 or something. I was aiming for under 2 hours to start. 2 hours, hey? Yeah. So I did that and I felt really good. I feel like, I was stoked after that. I was ready to go. Yeah, got a minute on him. And so that's why I was like keen to do the 25, but God, it was harder. And
it was fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
No, but no, I was really proud of you, and I think you jumping into the half marathon made a couple of other boys jump in as well. Like if you do it, Cody's going to do it.
Yeah.
And Cody's going to do it. Like fuck, Lundy's not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been cool to, because I've been running for a couple of years now, and I like the solitude of it, but I've also wished I had a group of boys to run with, or at least to chat about it with.
Yep.
So I've been really happy that we've got like a group of lads now that I kind of we're all at the stage where, like, we might be at different stages, but we're all at the stage where we want to get after it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And we're encouraging each other to to participate and rip in. It's cool, man. I find myself actually happier in the last couple of months. Just my demeanor's just been better knowing that we've got like a good group of lads that just want to do cool shit.
Yeah, all been training for that as well. Like, and a good thing to finish with everyone as well. Like
100%. What a feeling it was.
Yeah, to finish with everyone.
What shoes did you run in on the weekend? The Nova Blast?
Nova Blast, yeah.
And
they were good. They've been so good to me. Like, honest. I mean, along with the physio exercises, like they changed them at the same time, and my hips been way better.
Bro, it's so someone that doesn't run. Like, before I started running, I just thought that like runners were runners.
Oh my god,
and, I could wear any pair of running shoes.
Yeah, like what's the difference? They're just runners.
Like that's all it is. But like. And it sounds like common sense after the fact, but I thought that. And then if you go and do like 20 runs over a couple months, you're probably going to do like 200,000 steps.
Yep.
And that's just like one muscle or one joint is getting loaded in the exact same way. And depending on like your build or your height or how you place weight, that shoe could be horribly loading the wrong muscle.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really common that we all will just pick a shoe that looks the coolest colorway.
Yeah.
We'll get that shoe.
Yeah.
And then we all pick up some kind of injury. And like the most common ones, like the runner's knee or like ITB. And like the ITB runs from like, I think it's the bottom of your knee up to the top of your hip.
Yeah.
And it's like anywhere can go.
Yeah.
And once got it, it's so hard to get rid of it.
Yeah, I know. It's a trap, dude. There should be more like...
It is.
More knowledge about that out there. 100%. I had no clue.
I started going to a physio, and I didn't know it at the time when I first started seeing it, but this guy is a god amongst men from
he's
in the running circles. He might be like, he's like Neo.
He's kind of like,
he's Frodo.
He's almost like
Luke Skywalker.
I was gonna say more like a LeBron James of the Gold Coast, but we'll go with Frodo.
So it's like I went, and then since then, like there's been like 12 of us have ended up in his like
like my dad's gone, Cody's gone, I've gone, and you got heaps of mates.
Alex is gone, Rawan's gone, fucking Shino's gone, Brand's gone. I know Deck's gone there as well, and it's like all of us have gone in at like hat in hand, like help.
I was a lost puppy when I went to him.
Like, it's like you go there and you're like, I didn't follow what Clay said. Then Cody goes there and says, I didn't follow what Ben said. It's gone one
literally all the info that you were giving me and I wasn't listening to. Like, I've acknowledged it now and like processed it, and then I could give my own knowledge to Cody, and then he doesn't listen, and then fucking doesn't.
Bro, it's just like a domino effect, and it's like the other thing I learned, like the shoe thing was one thing I learned, and then the next thing I think every runner falls into the trap is Strava. Is like this place where you refresh it a few times a day, and like if someone runs and they do a better run than what you did this morning, it's like your ego sort of like
you're
competitiveness. You're like, you motherfucker. And for 18 months, I was like getting out there every morning and just caning myself trying to get these real pretty times for Strava. And like when I pursued Kyle for training, coaching, he's like to build your aerobic base, which is how efficiently your oxygen travels around your body and how well your heart pumps. You need to be running like under 155 heart rate, which is way slower than
it's harder than you think to do that. I was
running to get under that when I first started doing it. I was like 540 a kilometer, and if you've been running like for Strava, it's like
it's a shock, and you still like hard to do. You think about it, you're like,
you actually really have to try and slow yourself down.
Oh, it's so hard to keep it under that.
And like that's been like the lesson that I've been like trying to also like transcribe to everybody else is like, run slower, you'll get fitter. Like if you run slower, when you go and do a fast run, you blitz it. And like it's actually going to make you run faster for longer if you just run slower more often. I've got to get into that as well, because I had that many not enough runs beforehand that I was like, every run's got to be like a good run. And it's just like,
I know
to me, like my logic says if I run quick, if I'm running if I try and run as quick as I can, I think that means the next time I run is going to be a little bit easier. But like, that's like the logic for like muscle building.
Yeah.
For your heart and lungs, that's
different,
not how it works.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because if you run quickly, you're kind of going to go into more your anaerobic energy system, which does not apply when you're trying to run over like a duration of 10, 20, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like another thing. There's just like a sweet science to running, and
it's
fuck, it's been the best thing for like I think a lot of our lives, bro. Like,
I'm keen to keep going, Like,
fuck yeah,
keep going with.
Well, the next thing we
collect
got
some medals.
GC Running Festival in April.
Yep.
And then GC 30 in May.
Yeah, like 2 weeks later.
Which is a bit of a prick of a course, because you start at the spit and you run up along the road, and then you turn at the spit and you come back along that beach path.
Yeah, I had a look at the course the other day.
You do it twice.
Yeah, well, funny enough, that 12K me and Cody did was literally like that course, like running through the bush part.
Ran along it?
Yeah, and then we came back on the road.
Yeah.
It is tough. It's just up and down and shit, and it's hot there
it's
too.
It's still a bit like different on your joints.
It's
not as flat.
But yeah, that'd be cool.
Then we got the GC Mara.
Yeah.
The magnum opus, the
I don't know.
crown jewel.
I don't know if I told you this, but I think me and Dad are going to do the New York Marathon next year.
You have to qualify for it.
You don't if you pay.
How much are you going to pay?
I don't know exactly how much, but he said
how much it is.
I think it was like $2,000 and you get accommodation for a week.
Yeah.
And the entry and access to all these events and shit.
That makes sense.
Which is honestly $2,000 for a week of accommodation in New York is like not as bad as you think.
Yeah, okay.
So I think he wants to do that because I'll be overseas as well anyway.
To qualify, it's quite expensive.
Yeah, well, you need to do. I can't remember exactly what it is, but
I think it is just
and it needs to be on like the Boston or something like that. Something crazy.
That doesn't even mean like you're in it. That just means
you're in the pool.
Submit.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah, well, that's cool, bro. Because you and Matilda are going to go overseas, hopefully in the first quarter of next year. Hey.
Yeah.
So are you hoping to be over there around that time?
Yeah, would like to line it up like that. Yeah,
that would be fucking cool, man.
100%.
It'd be sick to do some marathons in like some colder or like more like
yeah, no, because we train in
climates like
the heat, the muggy heat. So
just to run around like some scenery would be cool, man, you know?
Yeah, God, yeah.
New York would also be so sick.
Oh yeah.
Just like in and amongst the city.
Yeah,
you've been there. Hey, I'm just visualizing what it could look like.
Insane, dude. It's nuts, eh?
Pretty good
idea. It's like nothing like it.
Yeah.
Just so much.
Man, that would be a cool experience.
Yeah, so hopefully we can pull that off. Do that. That'd be sick.
100%.
Be stoked with that.
Well, the GC 25 that we did last weekend. Fuck, how was it for you?
Dude, it was hard, eh? Like I genuinely underestimated that compared on how I felt with the half marathon in Melbourne, because I felt at the end of that I could have run faster the whole thing maybe and longer if I had to. But at the end of the first lap, which would have been like 12.5 Ks, literally as I was passing the like next lap sign,
like
I go
the start line.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa. I feel way worse now than I did after the full half marathon. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then by that point, Dad dropped off and I was running solo, just in pain.
Yeah, because he ended up probably being like a minute slower than you per K, hey?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what time he finished in, but yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to go to the toilet at one point.
So it was around halfway where you started to get into the hurt locker and you started...
Yeah.
You're running with the demons.
I went out a bit fast too, probably. I got a bit excited. But yeah, I felt all right the first lap.
What did you start out at? Did you have a game plan as well?
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't stick to it like I should have. Yeah, I know. I've been told about it. Kyle told me to.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to get around everyone and everything. But I think I went out like 5:20ish.
Yeah.
Which is... I haven't been running that fast since probably... before I got hurt.
Is that maybe like 10 or 20 seconds variance on what you wanted to?
Yeah, like I was... Ideally, I wanted to go 5:24. That was 2 hours 15.
Yeah.
Or like 5:30 max. Which I was under that for ages. Like the whole first lap, I was like under 5:24, 5:30, and then I started to drop off second lap.
You just
moved
as fast as you leave to let you
It was so hot, dude. Just getting showers.
You get to a point, and like you'll know this now, that like unless you've run a long distance, you won't understand. But you end up in this self-preservation state where it's really, like talk about conquering your mind and stuff. It's really hard to talk to your mind and tell yourself to
your body's
yourself, because all your body wants is water.
Yeah,
it's screaming at you to give us water and stop.
And there was some bits there where it was longer than you think between aid stations. Like, did you notice that there was like a bit in the middle?
They were so far apart.
Yeah, and then they were at the end.
Once you do the turn.
Yeah, there was like 6 of them there.
Yeah.
and then you'd go like
really close, and then there wasn't one till you get to that surf club, basically.
Yeah. What the fuck was the go with that?
5Ks.
Yeah. A hard 5K, so it's sunny.
There's no shade.
Yeah. There's like 2 trees in between the sun and where we were running. But yeah, it was hard, man.
I thought the same thing, man. And like that little bit where you like, I was stopping and drinking.
Yeah.
So I would stop, water. I'd get my electrolytes in, and then I'd get a glass of a cup of water, and I'd pour it on the back of my neck.
I did that.
And then a few deep breaths. All right. And then, dude, I'd feel good for like a minute.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I'm back on now.
Yeah.
And then a minute later, holy fuck.
Yeah, dude. When coming back on the last lap, I was getting very hot by that point, and I was going every shower on the beach because they were every like they weren't that far apart.
Yeah.
They were probably like maybe 500 meters the same.
Yeah.
I'd be running past, quick shower, me and Hayden, quick shower, full body, just not giving a fuck, and then you'd run to the next one, and it would be like you'd be sweating again, you all dried up.
I think that's like that's a tool of making the run bearable. Is like what you're talking about there is like setting little like games or like the next thing. Yeah,
exactly. Like, that's what I do. That's what we're doing.
It breaks the run up a bit.
And then like when we were really like fucked, me and Hayden at the end. He's got no ACL.
Yeah.
He ran that somehow.
Yeah, Jackson was telling me that like he must work with him.
Yeah.
And he's saying that he ran the Gold Coast Marathon or Melbourne Marathon, one of them, Sydney Marathon, something like that, and like blew his ACL out.
Yeah, I think he did. He's done it before, and then got it repaired, got surgery, recovered and everything. Did it again, and now he's got a surgery in like February or something. Yeah. So he's just running around with an ACL. He's got
the highest pain tolerance in the world.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
I wonder what it's like. It probably just feels like
can't be great. Yeah, he said the first time it was like real bad, and he couldn't have walked without the surgery. Like But this time it's, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Really.
Maybe it's just like his like flexibility and functionality. Yeah. That he can.
I think running straight, I mean, it'll be so fucked, but running straight is like not the hardest of activities with it. It's when you cut and turn and shit. That's what you kind of use it for. Must be like his interior ligaments or something like that. Yeah, it's like right in there.
Because like if you inverse your knee, like and you have an MCL tear or like the inside of your knee, then you're fucked. Yeah. But if your quads are strong enough and your hips are strong enough to stay straight, exactly. You're right. Yeah,
that's how all that like people do their ACLs in sports. Like, when they like cut or anything, that's when they do them in like basketball and football and shit. But yeah, rough.
Yeah, rough, man. Like for me, I trained so hard for it as well.
Yeah, you did, You're like a Terminator.
I did. Like I can honestly say for 3 months, like I committed to like the schedule that Carl gave me, and I was training like an athlete, dude. Like genuinely, 5 days a week was sticking to the program, and I'm really proud of the effort I put in.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And I had these objectives that I wanted to do on the day. Like I set the objective that I want to run 430 Ks.
Yeah.
And I've never ran in heat. Like I've never done an event in summer. I've only ever done Gold Coast Marathon.
Yep.
I've done the GC30 and I've done the half marathons at the beginning
of
the year.
And even like when you'd run normally it'd be earlier than that. Not as hot. We just had a heat wave that day.
Hot. That's what I mean. Like
so hot.
I've been practicing up to that point. Like I told my masseuse Katie, she's like, "Hey, you gonna go run in the heat?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck all."
Yeah, I'll live in the heat.
I've been running in the heat, like But it was just a different beast, man. And like
it was insanely hot.
To go from, I dropped 35 seconds on my goal per kilometer. But
what was your end
I finished on 5:05. Okay.
Yeah, wow.
So which was like 2 hours and I think 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, despite that not being my objective, I was actually so proud of it. Dude. When I can say those conditions were so brutal that like I know that me running a 5:05 was like running a 4:30. Like it was so hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you said it, but everyone who had run a marathon before the Gold Coast Marathon, was saying like even Hayden, he's like, this is he ran the Gold Coast Marathon. He's like, this is like worse than the wall I got at like 35 Ks of the marathon. Like this is the worst thing I ever felt running. I was like, oh my God.
100%.
And then even Kyle, our physio, he posted saying that was the hardest race he's ever done.
So I seen him during the week and so he was hoping to get sub 4s, like probably 345, 350. He ran like 410 splits, 405 splits.
Yeah.
Like, for someone, like he's a world-class runner. To push out by that much is huge. And he told me that he stopped and walked 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, wow.
For like 10, 15 seconds.
And he came second.
And was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Because like they kept running. So they did 2 25K laps. And he said that man, there was multiple times where he stopped and he's like, he said he wanted third to catch up and beat him, like get in front of him so he could get off the podium and just fuck it off.
Yes, and just like not worry about
I just don't want to run anymore. He's like, if I'm off the podium, I'll just bow out, fuck it off.
Yeah, oath.
But which speaks,
and he still came second, not by that much too. Like,
nah. Like, so his teammate was the person that came third.
Yeah,
and the person that came first was
the guy he was talking about. He's the one who was saying, he was telling me that like that guy is like, if he's elite. if he's on, he's gonna win no matter what. Like, no one can touch him.
So like the first, so me and Lundy. Did you stay back with us, or just it was more me and Lundy more so?
No, I stayed back with you. Oh, I think you went a little bit before you because I would.
Yeah. So, like with races, your official time doesn't start till you cross the line. And like when there's 2,000 people there, like I know from experience that when you try and start in the pack, you get caught in it. Yeah. And it's fucked. Yeah. It's fucked. You start so slow and then it's just a fuck. Yeah. So like what I said to the boys was like, let's stay at the very back. Let's let him just run off. We'll give it a couple minutes and then we'll go. Yeah. That's what I was like. Fuck, I feel like I'm a cattle dog.
I guess you go chase the herd.
Yeah, we're about to go fucking trace him.
Dude, I noticed that in the Melbourne half as well. Yeah. 12,000 people did that. And we were like, we weren't that far back, but we were. There were so many people there. I can't even explain it. And we got trapped in that for ages. Yeah. It was like 5Ks of, I think we ran like 5-minute 45s and that was like just weaving without people.
It's fucked, man.
I think when I ended up finishing on Strava or something, I'd run like an extra like 900 meters just from fucking weaving around.
You're not running like the true course.
Yeah, exactly. It was fucked.
But I started off running at the pace I wanted. Like I wanted to stay around 4:45 and I was doing that, but it was probably more that like the best way to describe it, I was probably running at 4:55, but when I'd have to overtake someone, that'd be like a 3-second burst where I go to like 4 minutes. Yeah,
exactly.
And I think that really bit me on the ass at the end.
Yeah.
Because the first 14 Ks I averaged 4:45. And then the last 10 Ks, 11 Ks, I averaged like 5:29.
It's insane,
like, I got to kilometer 15 and I was like, I'm in the absolute depths of it right now. Hey, like, holy
dude, at that time when I saw, and I was like, I'm at 16 Ks and I've never felt this shit in my life. And I was like, how am I going to do this?
Oh,
this
man.
is scary,
like, whenever I'd see you boys run past, it would really give me like 10 seconds. I was just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, shit. Give you a high five. But I don't know about you, but I kept thinking like, fuck, they're going to catch me. So like whenever we get a turnaround, I'd be like my measurement of like, if I'm in front of you boys. Yeah. So I was like, I'm running at like 5:25 now. I was like, fuck, I'm pretty sure like Ben and that are planning to run like 5:20s. They might be reeling me in here. And
they kept you going.
Dude, to Jake Gould's credit,
he wasn't too far smashed today.
And like he was finished like maybe 5 or 6 minutes behind me.
Yeah,
did fucking well. Bro.
He killed. He just smashed it.
I don't really know Jake, but I had spoke with him before, like when we both arrived at the car park, and he told me he just had his large intestine out, and like he had like the bag thing, and like through healthy lifestyle choices, he was able to get rid of that.
Yep.
As long as he stays healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have to put it back. So like for him to just waltz into a 25K and smash it, bro.
Even nailed it.
And every time he'd run past me, he's like shoulders back, smiling. I'm like, dude, you're in.
He dapped me up every time. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, fucking oath.
But he just seems like he's one of those like real nice fellas, but he has like that dog in him, eh?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Sometimes there's some of those nice fellas.
He was a boxer back in the day.
Even Lockie weren't. Yeah, Lockie's another one. He's like the nicest guy on the planet. But he's got work.
Yeah, something's there. A bit of colour dog. Alright, so I feel like it's something you want to discuss. You mentioned earlier.
so the origin of what I was telling you earlier is like Britt took a photo of me holding Marley in her salon the other day, and she like put an effect on it where like she was able to put like some stubble on me, like a little bit of a beard, and I was like,
that'd be a stranger for you.
Sort of uncle vibes a little bit. I'm like, I don't look half bad with a beard, and I've due to saving myself of any embarrassment, like anytime I shave myself every 2 days, like my beard, my beard,
your hair,
so I do it every couple of days, so I haven't had a chance to see how she grow out.
True.
So I've been taking these like collagen tablets as well, and I apparently promotes hair growth, so I'm currently 4 days into hopefully
is he gonna start
first ever beard.
It might start coming through soon.
Yeah. Unfortunately for us, we don't film through a magnifying glass, so I don't better see anything. But
no camera could pick that up.
It's like the struggle for me has always been like the middle bit, and like
dude,
I noticed that I'm actually getting hair there, so I'm like, I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I have pimples on that, so it makes it hard. But like,
I know you.
It's starting to grow there, and like the stubble feels different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I might be playing with something here.
That's fair. So, yeah. Well, I was like that for ages until.
You had a nice little something just recently.
Yeah, I shaved it bare straight razor today, which I never do. I usually just trim it with a electric razor, just down to like a bit of stubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I couldn't grow a beard since the last time I tried was like high school.
Yeah. So I'm in a similar spot.
Yeah,
to
but
you.
then I did, and I was like,
whoa.
Yeah, like I could.
I've got blue eyes and a beard.
Yeah, like if I wanted, I could have the beard of anyone's dream.
I don't want to intimidate you, Matilda, but I've got a beard now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Alex has a decent little beard on him, and I'm not going to let him beard.
No,
me not beard.
I could take him if I wanted. I just,
You mean just?
I meant beard wise, but it's like it's just in any way you want it. In any way.
Yeah. But it seems everybody's managed to grow a little beard except me.
Yeah. No, it's a good time to try.
Yeah, like at 25.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door at 26.
I'm sure you can.
Fuck, I hope so.
You just got to, dude, it'll get to one bit where you're like, what's going on? But you just got to stick with it.
That's where it gets after like 3 days, and then it stays like that.
Yeah, but it might come
through.
I'd hope.
So usually I shave right before we do these podcasts, but I've left it. So that's one step.
I cannot imagine with your beard, so this is going to be weird if it comes through.
Next week I'll update everyone. Yeah. We might zoom in on the next one and we'll
get like a personal camera for you on the side.
But fuck, man, I'd rather not grow a beard and have a healthy hairline than grow a beard and fucking start losing your hair.
Yeah, well, like some of our mates who can. Yeah. There's two.
Some of our mates with beards.
Yeah, one we might have already said one of them.
No, we did.
And one has been on this podcast.
The other one, he's been bald for a minute now.
Yeah.
See, Alex has had a nice resurgence. He's figured out his hairstyle. So he sees Adam, is his barber now as well. But Adam said like, we'll do this with your hair, and he's nailed it. Like Alex doesn't even look like he's receding now.
Yeah,
if he gets a nice haircut and that. Like,
yeah. I just can't stop thinking about that one photo. Remember where he got it?
He's like, oh.
It's like,
he's got the glasses on and
I got a screenshot. Yeah,
bro, that's. I think that's less his hairline, and that was more falling victim to a barber.
Yeah,
and just nailing him.
He must have pissed off that barber or something. Badly.
Oh my god.
Done something fucked to him.
I want to say that was the last time he went there.
That could have almost been like a criminal charge for that barber.
They're not running anmore. Yeah, some barbers are like that. Like some barbers just they just kind of zone out and they just kind of start just hacking at shit and
just hacking at shit. Yeah,
like
hacking
it. Like, but it's not hacking at it. It's hacking at what's left.
Yeah, and that's not always a good choice.
You got to play a game of respect.
Yeah, like I respect enough to pay you to cut my hair.
Yeah, but luckily for you, you do have a healthy hairline and.
Yeah, thank God.
I have a smashing hairline.
You do too.
Well,
yours is straight as.
Crazy.
I consider mine very strong and yours is like stronger.
Might be the strongest.
Yeah.
I must have like some little bit of wog in me or something like that.
Something, eh?
So does Alex.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not. A bit of wog there.
Fuck, man.
Holy shit. Yeah, but fucking I'm happy about the hairline situation. I couldn't pull off a bald head, I don't think. No, I couldn't. It's hard to say.
You're a good looking dude. I think you could. I think Alex could too. Well, he did for a little bit because his hair was so short. Alex has a handsome face, so he can pull it off.
And his beard would complement like a bald head almost. He'd look like
But despite being able to pull it off, I think we look better with hair. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put it out there that I want to keep it.
Yeah, fuck it. Please.
You keen for Sunday?
Yeah. So what do we got on Sunday?
You bought a last minute standing ticket to 50 cents.
Dude, I don't know why standing ticket's like a bad thing for you. I want to be standing.
It's the fact that you could have sat with me, but you're like, I'm just gonna go stand.
You say I like sat with you, but I would have been sat in the same section.
No, but
it was an aisle seat only, is what you could buy.
Perhaps my laziness, muddled this, but like basically, if you clicked my section, you can just keep clicking that section. Keep clicking that section.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, bro.
So you can keep clicking that section until it comes up with a seat number that's...
Although they were the tickets, I didn't realise this. It was fully sold out, but these are tickets that people have sold back to Ticketmaster. So they're official, but they're resale ones. So that because Maz has tried to get GAs, like standing as well. But that was the first part that he is coming down. He's sitting with another mate, but he tried to get GA when he first got him.
That Kiwi fella? Is he still good mates with him?
Yeah, Timmy. Yeah. But he couldn't get standing tickets there.
Yes, beyond. So it'd be just you.
Yeah, at this stage, it's just going to be standing, but I'm alright with that.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be fun.
Well, dude, 50 Cent, have you seen him before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, neither
have you?
have I. No, I was meant to see him at Wireless, but I didn't end up going that last
Oh, that's
day,
when Bristow's seen him,
pulled out, and I was like,
yeah.
I had already bought 50 Cent tickets at that time, so I was like, I'd probably rather see him in a concert than at a big festival where it's like modern audio and that.
Yeah, well, I don't know, I wanted to go. So we talked about going for ages, and I just didn't get a ticket.
I asked you back when I bought the ticket.
Yeah, and then I saw a video the other night of like him performing, and then all the comments like, that's the best concert I've ever been to. Yeah, and the production's apparently amazing, and like his energy and shit. So I was like, fuck. Looked at the tickets, saw they were available. I was like, I'm just gonna do it, For 4 days out, and then I feel like it's a good way to do it because now I've got all the hype of like I've just over 4 days. Like I don't have to wait 6 months. Like it's like this weekend. It's a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm fucking keen as.
Busta Rhymes was originally one of his openers, and he's not now. It's just Jeremiah.
Jeremiah,
which is cool.
Yeah, he's got some cool songs.
What's that song with 50 Cent? What's that one?
Down on Me. Down.
Yeah, I want it. I can do you want it.
Yeah. He's got a few good songs
sexy,
Tell him, don't tell him, don't.
Yeah.
That's a cracker.
And he's got birthdays. That's the only 3 songs in all. To be honest.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know if you agree, but whenever I go to a concert, I get there really early. I always regret it because the starters always drag, and I'm always like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, apparently, Jeremy, I've looked up the set list. I don't know. I like doing that just so I can brush up on a few songs.
Me too.
But I looked at Jeremy. Yeah. Like, so I know what I'm preparing for. Jeremiah, like he's got, I think he only plays like a few songs. People saying. So yeah,
there'll probably be some local acts as well before Jeremiah.
I'd assume so. Well, because I think it is actually because the doors open at 7.
6:45.
6:45. Jeremiah starts at 8, and then 50 Cent comes on at 9 apparently till like 10:30, 11.
Ages though.
Yeah, it's like an hour. But I'd like to like catch up with everyone before I go to GA by myself. Like I'm gonna see Maz and shit.
Yeah. Get some merch. I want to get some merch.
Absolutely.
It's a mission to get merch at concerts, dude.
It is. I can't. Oh, dude. 50. Just hit my nose on them. Post Malone and Red Hot Chili Peppers, when I saw them at the start of this year.
Yeah.
Getting merch there was like getting blood from a stone.
I couldn't get Kendrick merch.
It was insane.
I couldn't.
Yeah. Dude, it's so hard.
There was a line like, how you go into that indoors bit.
Yeah.
There was a line out.
Yeah.
Out the door, like.
If you the reels, and then like, do you wait until
the stands go there like 4:00?
Yeah, or like, do you wait until they're on and then you come out and get merch, but everything's sold out by then?
Yeah.
It's rough. So hopefully there's a good spot we can find to get some merch.
Yeah, I think it's more of a timing thing. It's just like, do we want to go early enough to get it? And it's like, fuck.
Well, I really don't mind when we get there because I'll catch up with Maz and we'll have a drink or something. I don't know. I'll have a drink at the bar, check the merch out, and then I'll be banished to GA standing.
Go.
I'm in the front GA area too, so like I'm reasonably close. Yeah, it's like GA front or GA rear, and it's like
because he goes out a little bit.
Yeah, and it's
not
like
just a lateral stage.
It's like I think so, and it's like the front area that I'm in is like pretty small, so I think I've lucked out kind of with those tickets.
Are you gonna have a few beers?
I'll have a few. I got work on Monday, but I will. I will.
I'm not gonna drink till New Year's personally.
Yeah, fair.
Not a drop.
After last week,
had a massive health kick, and then I sent the fuck out of it last weekend, dude. Like,
yeah. Man, you were recovering for a few days.
That was just to explain to everyone. Like, we did GC25.
Yeah.
So we're up at 3:00, ran at 5:30, 2.5 hour run.
Of the hardest thing we've ever done.
And then I had good things starting at 11:30, which was in Brisbane, like a metal festival. So I went straight up to Brizzy, into it, beer, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I was on fucking Pluto by fucking 11 o'clock. And then I didn't get off till fucking early hours of the next day.
Yeah.
And then I had to fucking drive home to Brisbane City, and I looked Britt in the eye and I said, I'm not touching another drink until New Year's, because we'll go to Wildlands on New Year's.
That's right.
Me, Britt, and Jackson are going at the moment. Yeah, nice. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. I know you and Matilda.
Oh, I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, I think her friends are going to Wildlands, so she's probably going to go to Wildlands. I don't know what I'm going to do.
If you did, it'd be good. Because I guess we have like a good crew, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have a think.
But like Rowan, Luke, they're going to fucking Bali, and then I don't know what like Brand and stuff are going to be doing, but they'll probably go to Foam Party.
Yeah, on New
Year's
Day.
But I'd probably rather go to Wildlands.
Yeah, Foam Party's a bit hectic.
Rufus will take me into the new year.
Yeah.
And then nice. I pack her up, have breakfast in the morning, go home.
Yeah, 100%.
Ideally.
Yeah.
But Foam Party are $40 tickets, and it is a really good festival.
You love foam party,
it's sick, bro.
Well, we went that one year. It was fun.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I need to tell everyone. Bristow was so fucked up that he was sitting on the hill, and he's just sitting there and like
drunk as all shit.
Drunk.
He started drinking like 4 I don't think he stopped drinking from New Year's Eve.
He's had every drug under the sun, and he's sitting with his eyes shut, and he just like randomly just like pulls out like his driver's license. He's sitting there like this, just holding it.
Oh, that's right. Holy shit!
He's got his eyes shut. He's just holding it, and like I think he thought someone said they're gonna go to drink, or he just
forgot about that. Yeah,
he was saying, "Hey, I'll shout a drink. Just someone just go." And like
we
looked at him, and he's just sitting there, just like I'm like,
oh my god, yeah, I forgot how fucked up he was.
You need to go in the bin, cunt.
Yeah, that was. I forgot about that. That was so fun. I watched that. I sat there on the hill, just relaxing, and just seeing him just go. Yep. And I was like, oh, I'm Bristow.
That was the first and last day I had a vape. And I'm vaping up for anyone.
You were addicted on that day, Who's it was? It was Jamie's or Ryan's or something, and you were just like, you held on to it.
Oh my God.
I could get used to that.
Yeah. I vaped enough for a lifetime.
Yeah, you got a good, some good socks in for sure. Yeah, so, okay, there's your New Year's plans.
Yeah, it's a New Year's plan. So, yeah, go hit Wildlands, maybe foam party, but ideally just get a nice little group of us to go to Wildlands. Like, Jackson was a nice inclusion because Jackson makes things easy.
Yeah.
Like, one thing about Jackson is that I like is, like, if you and me were going to a festival with him, we're like, hey, bro, we've already got, like, this plan for dinner and we're going to go here at this time. He'll just be like, no dramas.
Yeah, he's so good at easy going.
Rebuttal shit. And like,
because he doesn't give a fuck. He's just, like, happy to... fucking oath. I love doing shit with Jackson just for that reason. Like, there's no opinion or ego or anything behind it. He's just happy to hang out, eh?
Yeah, he is, but he's just like sweet, and it's cool that because he was originally your mate. That's how I became mates. So then, like, me and him have gotten pretty close over the last year, and kind of we're close enough that we can go to something together. And that I always say to Britt all the time, like, Jackson's actually one of my closest mates. Like,
he's a
I
good
actually really like Jackson.
Yeah, I love him, man. Always have.
Well, like I think we became mates and no one knew about it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you know what I mean? I think he said to me, like, he's even said a couple of times, he's like, I didn't realize like you were close mates. Like, I had a few like sneaky sessions.
Yeah.
And he's a legend, bro.
Yeah, he's a good cunt for sure.
But how I want to finish it off is just chatting about, I guess, it's the podcast and
what's been going on?
How it's been so far.
We've been going for. How long has it been since we filmed our first one?
We've dropped 6 episodes now, so one a week, so it's been a month and a half.
Yeah. And we filmed, so it's probably been like 7 weeks since our first film.
We filmed the first episode,
which
and we made an absolute mockery of it.
Yeah.
Like, we bought 2 microphones and...
we didn't know nothing. Oh, that was so hard. We didn't
know how to do it. So, like, if you buy 2 microphones and then... if you plugged it, we didn't realize that if you, like, my laptop, it has 2 USB ports. We're like, we'll plug it into 2 separate laptops. But if you do that, then like you can hear me through his mic,
and there's drift as well because our computers go at different internal speeds, so it just will naturally drift.
Fuck. So we went to Ben's place and we tried to film it, and like we had the like phone sitting on this little table.
Oh, dude, like,
we're sitting like we're trying to get drunk because like we're nervous to talk and like
it was weird at first, but I know it's come a long way. Dude, not even 2 months is crazy. Even by our
second episode, we had we decided, look, we'll put a little bit of money into it. We'll build a little podcast spot, and I think that from when we started, like just from purely speaking development of the podcast, there's been so many little things that unless we had done the podcast, I would never have thought goes into actually doing a podcast. It's just little shit.
Like that program not working.
The program that you have to use to
uninstall every week because it doesn't pick up 2 mics again. There's a lot of tricks.
But everything from like the social media aspect of it, like if you want to create some kind of post to advertise your podcast, you need to find a graphic designer or know how to do graphics.
Yep.
And then like if you want
to find a way to clip it, and post that in like a skit.
Yeah. And then just what parts of the episode should we clip?
Yeah. And then
what should we post it on? And
what
then
days?
Like what days, what times, and then it's like as like 2 25-year-old men, we're like, what can we caption it that will get people to watch it, but isn't
shit,
well, like fuck, like obviously,
like isn't cringe. Like we know that we both know that you need to be a little bit cringe to do it, but fuck, I can't bring myself to sometimes.
Because we post on TikTok, and that TikTok's where we get the most views.
Yeah.
And on TikTok, we know that like none of yous are on it.
Yeah, we got like
So
two
like,
mates.
we can get away with like posting like some
a
some
couple
fucking gay captions, you know. But
that's shit sometimes.
It's been a really cool experience like so far, man. I think.
Fuck yeah, I'm enjoying it.
It gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah, Oath, and then hanging out, have a couple beers every Friday,
and
chill, and it's good.
Having learning new skills has been something I haven't done in a while.
Yeah,
and it's been like something that I've really taken a real loving to. Like just if even if it's just how to like like speak in the podcast, where to look, body language, what to talk about. Just fucking the editing of the podcasts, like the social media aspect of it, like all of it has been like a huge learning, and it's been fucking fun, bro.
It has been fun.
And
like I feel like both of us, in just like it's not even been 2 months, but like just the confidence to talk into it. It's hard to put yourself out there sometimes with shit like this.
It absolutely is.
But I feel way more comfortable now.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
And because now it's just like how we talk normally, we just talk shit to each other. But like at the start, you're like, fuck, what do I say and all this shit. But
like we've had a conversation off camera about this, but like when we first start, or even now, your brain kind of thinks, oh, should I say things in a way that people will receive well, or do I just be myself? And then you just got to be yourself. Otherwise, it does get pretty tricky.
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
you start judging yourself. You start comparing yourself to others.
100%.
I think it's harder to talk. Like I've had a few mates message me about both you and I, and they've said you and Ben can talk effortlessly for 40 minutes. And I'm like, well, it's because me and Ben are happy just being ourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
So like that's why we can just keep talking, because we're not like trying to play a character or like
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because that would be hard.
Yeah, because like most people that don't have the personality to talk well would jump on here and be like, oh, what do I say?
Yeah.
And then you are trying to actually
and then that's something else to think about, and then
you're just fucking going to end up nowhere, you know what I mean?
But like me and you, we can sit down any day of the week and just chat shit to each other for 100%. Endlessly.
100%.
So why not put a mic in front of it?
Absolutely. And
and today's been a good episode as well. Like just talking shit instead of
I've really liked it. Like
I
think incorporating episodes where we do like the podcast format and just chop it up.
Talk about life. Yeah, fucking oath.
Man, it's good, bro. But hopefully, I want to speak into existence that our podcast takes off. Like if this can end up being something that generates,
get a bit of income, oh fuck yeah,
would be awesome. And I think
leverage that into other things.
100%. One thing that like Australia does poorly, we do poorly, is that like we tear people down who try new things.
Tall poppy syndrome.
Bro. And like it was one of the reasons that me and Ben started the podcast. It's because we're like, no one fucking does this. Like anyone who's our age and like drinks on the Gold Coast and is a fucking normal 25-year-old would judge us doing it, or wouldn't do it themselves, because it's like fucking go on talking fucking camera and talking to a podcast, bro. It's fucking gay. But it's like because of that, we're like no one does it, but everyone watches.
There's
YouTube.
A niche and there's a market.
So we're like we're fucking gay as well,
100%.
because if we can get it going, like there's no one else doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Put our ego to the side, and here we are.
Absolutely. It's been nothing but positive anyway.
Cool,
so that's good. Like, that's the funny part of it.
Week to week.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with
Soon
that,
to
bro.
be triple digits.
Soon to be six figures.
6 figures. Yeah.
No, man, but I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm appreciative of you as well, bro.
You too, my man.
I appreciate you, bro.
It's a good journey we're on. Love it.
Man. Well, if you want us to do more of these kind of episodes...
Yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed, like, just no pressure of just chatting shit, It's what we do all the time, every day.
100%.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, appreciate you guys listening, and we'll chat to you next time.